welcome you all to this double celebration of architectural history and academic excellence. We are celebrating today the 50th anniversary of the construction of the historic Dominican chapel here in this community, designed by the great architect, Chief Demas Nwoko. In celebrating the anniversary of this chapel, we are also celebrating his life and the gift of this great son of our land. We are also unveiling the Demas Nwoko Chair of Philosophy of African Architectural Aesthetics in the Department of Philosophy and Religious Studies at the Dominican University. Today, as we celebrate Chief Demas Nwoko on the occasion of the 50th anniversary of our chapel, which he designed, we are also want to initiate further study and research, not just in his work, but in the importance of architectural design in all that we do, especially both in our culture and in our spiritual lives.
Honor is given to whom honor is due. 53 years ago, my predecessors, the Dominicans here in Ibadan, approached a young man, Pa Demas Nwoko, now a grandpa. They asked if he could help build a chapel for them. Pa Demas, in his own ingenuity, told them, I would like to build something with an African touch. And our brothers who were intrigued said, go ahead. Today, his masterpiece, the Dominican Chapel, another unrivaled and unique, stands with us for 50 years. It has been 50 years here with us. And for 50 years, it has been a place of worship, a hub for intellectual research, for tourism and pilgrimage. Today, the Dominican Priory of St. Thomas Aquinas is proud to own this chapel. Today, we want to honor Pa Demas Nwoko for his services to us, the Dominicans.
The legitimate question may be raised in the context of the celebration of today. What is the relationship between the Dominican Chapel and the Department of Philosophy of the Dominican University? Pa Demas Nwoko, our special guest of honor today, is the answer. The chapel that is celebrated today was built 50 years ago by the wonderful, distinguished artist, builder, and designer, Pa Demas Nwoko, who has become recognized internationally. And in fact, he received a Nobel Prize in Europe some 2 or 3 months ago.
Augustine Najari is an award-winning architect, a designer, a management consultant, and a development economist with formal education in all the fields with distinctions. He is one of the youngest fellows of the Cambridge Philosophical Society and also an associate fellow of the Royal Geographical Society.
Hideout for so the project reminds us of the art of the chapel, which is not going to die out because very people find the chapel flute player of below the age of 60 or 70 now. Right? And you're not older, you're still 60. You're not 60 years old. It's really a worship. You're considered like young or driver or adult. So if you're considered an elderly person, you are around the age of 70. And the understanding of age, the understanding of time, the understanding of how to communicate, the kind of That's very the companies, and this project is a huge discussion, but basically, how we recycle water for pollution, for plastic, very, very important. And that's what this project was trying to talk about. How the project can bring about things of good. I'm working on with Addition Kobe. I am designing this, and Addition Kobe is building. So there's two houses to this side. The process of designing and then the process of actually building. The verb making is actually very long because designing and building are both making process. And it's a project that is built entirely.
The world of today is intoxicated about what you call architecture, originality, and what you call also enculturation. How can professionals in architecture, academia, and the private creative industry collaborate to enhance innovation in the building of their environments?
There was a time when the architect was called the master builder. And that tag meant that he was doing practically everything. He was the designer, he was the engineer, he was the artist, he was his own quantity surveyor, he did everything in a building. However, time came when it was obvious that this broad field of architecture needed specializations, needed collaboration with other practitioners to make it more wholesome and to make it something that will be functional and acceptable to society. And so we have different ways in which the architect is able to collaborate. And particularly if we talk about collaboration with the academia, this is also very important now. The academia gives the background for teaching our students and the upcoming architects. That's the first thing. However, their job should not stop there. We discovered that if the academia is not collaborating with the industry, what we have is just a group of young men and women with only theoretical ideas who do not know how to apply them. And so it is important for there to be a collaboration in the industry. While the academia is conducting research, exploring new materials, technologies, and design concepts, the industry provides real-world applications and feedback on how practicable the ideas are. So we must have joint workshops between the industry and the academia. We must have an area of exchange of knowledge to ensure that the research of the academicians are not just on their shelves, but can be translated to practical lifetime.
In what ways have you experienced successful interdisciplinary collaboration? Just like you mentioned, probably what key factors have you noticed in those areas?
Well, the architect in their role now has to be a collaborator. On the site, we collaborate with different disciplines. I have engineer Corey seated before me. We have collaborated on many design projects. We do the design, they do the structural design. We have the mechanical, we have the electrical designers, we have the quantity surveyors. And then we get to site, we have the builders, we have the artisans, we have the carpenters, we have all sorts of people that we collaborate with. However, what is important to note is that there are some key factors. Number one is clear communication. You must be able to carry out your message to everyone that you're working with. Effective collaboration among the team members is vital. And then there must be clarity. Clarity in expressing ideas. That's where our drawings come to place. We have drawings that you can read. We have details that you can follow. We have dimensions that make it easy for you to follow through ideas. We must share goals. We must understand each other's perspectives, and then we lay the groundwork for collaboration doing this. And of course, we must also respect each other's expertise. There's no Lord of the Manor on the site. Everybody is collaborating to get the desired goal.
By Demas Nwoko, beginning with the monumental traditional chapel. Each tells a story of cultural heritage and innovation. From public buildings to private residences, his designs reflect a deep connection to the environment and a commitment to preserving the authenticity of African estates. To a world where tradition and innovation coalesce. His legacy serves as a beacon guiding future generations to explore, appreciate, and contribute to the vibrant tapestry of African architecture. Thank you for joining us on this brief journey into the world of minds of generations to come and this school of thought being initiated today, and may it endure. Thank you.
I'm delighted to officially declare the establishment of Demas Nwoko Chair of Philosophy for African Architectural Aesthetics at Dominican University. This chair is a celebration of Mr. Nwoko's outstanding contribution and a commitment to advancing philosophical discourse in the realm of African architectural aesthetics. This initiative reflects our dedication to fostering excellence in research, scholarship, and creative exploration in the context of philosophy, arts, architecture, and aesthetics. We extend our sincere appreciation to all who have contributed to making this vision a reality. May Demas Nwoko's chair inspire transformative advancement in the understanding and appreciation of African architectural traditions. This chair is declared established. Thank you very much.
I have a privilege to present this recognition to Pa Demas Nwoko for his enduring legacy. The Demas Nwoko Chair of Philosophy for African Architectural Aesthetics. This is dedicated to him for his visionary fusion of arts, architecture, and aesthetics. And this just stands as a testament of Pa Demas Nwoko's profound impact.
Great delight in our hearts as the primary clients of Pa Demas Nwoko. 50 years, still standing, an edifice unrivaled. We are proud to present this certificate to you on this day on behalf of all the Dominican friars who have been in this priory, those who will come in the future, those in the past. We say thank you. Thank you very much. And we pray that as we give you this certificate, God will continue to inspire you and inspire many other artists and architects and our young men and women, that we may also create edifices that will speak for generations to come.
I didn't expect this, but with hindsight, I would say also that I did expect this, but being a mortal, one was not sure how long one will be around. But I'm a strong believer that the God, the Creator, has planned what I will do on earth. It is very traditional that when a child is born in our culture, they will consult the oracle as to what this child will be. When I say what this child will be, of what service will this child be to his society and community. And from that day, everybody will try to, because in our country again, you don't have one parent, you don't have one mentor. Everybody in the community is a mentor to every younger person. So everybody will try as much as possible to pilot you to achieve what they now believe is what your Creator has created you to do. Believe you me, I'm not finished. I still report in my office and design room every day, 6 days a week. And people are still throwing jobs at me, not even thinking, can he do it? So this occasion by the Dominicans, you don't know how my relationship with the Dominican Institute. Their commission was the first architectural commission I ever got in my life.
I stand before you with deep gratitude and a profound sense of satisfaction. This momentous occasion, the 50th anniversary of the Dominican Chapel and the unveiling of the Demas Nwoko Chair of Philosophy of African Architectural Aesthetics, is a testament not only to the enduring legacy of Demas Nwoko and to the architectural brilliance of the Dominican Chapel, but also to the courage and vision of our young university. As one of the pioneer departments of this dynamic university, we are deeply honored to be entrusted with hosting this landmark initiative.